All right, so the first card you've got for your past is the Chariot. Yeah, I just have to say this, just looking over this whole spread, it looks really golden to me. I know every card isn't golden, but the gold's really standing out to me in this spread, you know, with the Chariot, Seven of Swords, Magician, beautiful Sun, and then right in the middle you've got this Ten of Pentacles, so, you know, all these golden coins. So it just feels very golden. I know there's golden flowers here, but it's not because of that. Maybe it is, but it just feels very, very golden. And I'm getting this word, yeah, precious, because that's what gold is. Gold's very precious. So yeah, it feels like, especially with this Chariot and the Sun's right next to this, it feels like you've been through a really difficult time, actually. And yeah, you lost yourself for a while. You really lost yourself. Yeah, you lost yourself in someone. And this is what I'm getting with this word precious. Yeah, you thought they were really precious, and they were to you. They were very precious to you because you loved them so much. You lost yourself in them. But yeah, that you felt so lost when you're with them. Because I'm getting, especially in the end of this relationship, because it's come to an end now, but because you're moving on, you've got this Chariot. But it's like, I don't know who I am now. You know, that's how you were by the end. And, you know, when you're in something like that, when you're in a relationship like that, and you're sort of living from day to day, the days go on and you go to work and you do what you need to do and everything, you get lost in the day to day and you don't have time to really step back and see the whole picture sometimes. But I think what happens, a lot of the time this happens, is the universe steps in and it gives us a really big shock, and then we're forced to look at things. And I think that's what happened to you. You're forced to look at the big picture of this relationship. Something happened, you had a big shock, you realised, this is not right for me. I've lost myself. I've lost myself. I don't want to do that. They're not precious. They're not as precious as I thought they were. I was putting all my value in them. This is what I'm getting. And so you went through that process after you realised that, and you've come out the other end. And I think you might not be quite out the other end, but you're coming there, you're getting there, and you're determined to get there, because you know, you can see in this Chariot how determined this man's face is. So you know what, with this Chariot, it actually looks like he's heading toward the sun. That's how I'm looking at this. And I think, yeah, I think you realise the only way to true happiness, the only way to really get toward the sun, really close to the sun, was to completely get away from this person. And so you've got the Chariot riding away, and I think that's what you did. You got away from this person so that you can get close to happiness, close to the sun. And yeah, I'm literally seeing moving, and I think I saw this in your last reading, actually, you know, packing, moving, things like that. So I think you did, if this is resonating with you, I think you did actually move away from this whole situation and this person and everything. And it wasn't easy. It was a hard process. You might still be in this process. You might still be in the middle of, you know, the practical process of moving, and the emotional process of getting through all this. Because, yeah, I think if you haven't got over this already, or even if you have, I think you had feelings after you got through the practical things. So what I mean by that is, you know, you can know someone isn't right for you and still have really strong feelings for them. And I think that's what happened to you. And that's one of the hardest things to get through, to kind of, you know, balance out those two things. And so, yeah, I think that's what happened to you. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But yet this word precious that keeps on coming into my mind with all this gold here, it's so beautiful. It probably is the flowers, I don't know, that are picking up the gold in the cards, probably. But yeah, with this word precious and this, and the thing about being determined, and you are determined, it's like, yeah, you see yourself. This is what I'm getting with this precious. You see yourself as precious now. That's the good thing that came out of this. That's the really good thing that came out of all this. You now see yourself as precious and as valuable. And you've got that respect for yourself now. I'm getting that here. You've got that respect for yourself. And that respect and that value that you have for yourself, it's like a shield. It's like a shield of self respect. Yeah, I love this. This is a shield of self-respect you've got around yourself, and you're always going to be protected by that now. I'm seeing that really, really strongly. And I'm just looking at this chariot. He's got this box around him. He's got his armor on. He's completely shielded off, if that's a word, shielded, off from things that are going to harm him. And what your armor is and what your shield is, it is the value in yourself. So very, very beautiful. And you'll always have that, because you know how precious you are now. You know how important you are now. Yeah, this is the most beautiful, beautiful reading so far. I love this. I'm really feeling this. It's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, my eye's going down to this magician right now, right down the bottom here, which is a really fantastic card as well. It's magical. Everything's happening for you now. And that's coming from that feeling of knowing yourself, knowing your value, feeling that preciousness. And, you know, if you look at the magician, he's got this infinity symbol above his head. So once you've got that feeling of self-respect, that shield, knowing who you are, you'll always have that. You'll have that forever. That's what that magician's telling you. Absolutely. I'm so happy to see this. Oh, I'm so happy about this reading. So, okay, so I'll talk about the Five of Wands now. Yeah, this isn't good, this card. This is a big mess. Yeah, I think this person you moved on from, yeah, I think they've come back to you a few times, actually, because, you know, the Five of Wands, again, the Five of Wands looks like this great big mess to me. And so, you know, they came back in a bit of a mess. Maybe they're upset. Maybe their life was in a mess, and they kept on trying to come back. And I think, yeah, I think when you're with them, again, you didn't see, yeah, I'm getting this all again. You can see this here. You didn't see the preciousness, if that's a word. You didn't see that in yourself. You saw it in them. You only saw that in them. But I think each time they came back, you know, it was tarnished. You know, you saw the real them. It was emerging each time they came back. And I think each time they came back, you kind of got further and further away from them. It's because I'm seeing that. It's like, oh, it's fading. The love I had for them it's starting to fade now, because I'm seeing the real them. And it's like, yeah, every time I see them, this is what I'm getting. Every time I see them, I'm more annoyed. I'm more exasperated, actually, because they were really difficult in the end. And you can see this big mess here. Everyone's fighting. And I think maybe there was a bit of fighting and things like that going on in the end. And the other thing is, if you look at this great big mess here in this card, you know, say if you wanted to look for something, you know, say if you wanted to look for something, okay, so say if you wanted to look for something precious in this card, like a diamond or something like that, you'd never find it, because there's so much going on here. And what I'm getting here is you tried. It's like you wanted to find the diamond, you wanted to see the goodness in them, but you couldn't find it in the end, because there was too much mess here. But yeah, I don't want to say any more about them, but I just wanted to point out, you know, where that change inside you came from. And yeah, it's like this beautiful, it's like a transference, actually. It's like a transference of value from them to you. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so before I say any more, I can hear lots of big raindrops. It's very dark. I think some very heavy rain's coming, so I'm just warning you. I'm getting thunder as well, little bits of thunder. It's not as bad as it was, but heavy rain. So just warning you, it might be a bit loud. Well, it's so dark. Yeah, okay, so I think this, you know, this value that you've got and this shield that you've got, you're shielding yourself from other people as well. You know, I think, you know, anyone that disrespects you, anyone that gives you negativity, anyone that does that to you, because you're valuing yourself now, you know, you're not going to let any of that near you anymore. And I think because of that, you've got some really, really, really good things coming to you. And you can see that in the middle section there, you know, with the sun and the magician and the money and all that stuff. I can see that fantastic stuff there. But before I talk about that, I've got to talk about this horrible Seven of Swords down here. So I have to, I can't help it. I have to, it's here. Okay, yeah, you've got this and you've got the Five of Swords as well. So I think there's a little bit of jealousy here. And yeah, I think you know who this jealousy is coming from, actually. Yeah, I think you've got someone around you who's a bit jealous. I think they used to be around you a lot, but I think now you've kind of distanced yourself from this person, but they're still around you for some reason. It's like they have to be. Might be a family member, you know, because it's someone you have to have around you, but you don't want to. So maybe you just see them in, at family gatherings or something like that. But if you choose to, you wouldn't see them. That's a kind of relationship, and it's because you're jealous. Or sorry, not you're jealous. They're jealous. That's why. So what I'm seeing on this card is, what's standing out is this tent, and it's just on the right where his foot is there. So I'll lift it up so you can see. Yeah, so where his red boot is, looks like a Christmas boot. You can see that tent on the right hand side, and it's an open tent. You can see the doors of these two tents are open. So you're the opposite of that now. Because you've had all these people do this to you. You've had this ex treating you like this. You've had all these other people around you. You were an open tent. You were an open tent to all these people. Now it's closed. You're closed off. And that's because you're valuing yourself. So that's what I'm seeing in this card as well. And especially with this very, very jealous person, you've got this very nasty person. Very nasty person, and they like to say nasty things. And again, I'm seeing this family member, so there's lots of talk behind your back, lots of gossip behind your back, and you can see this man in this card, he's looking back. So you're kind of looking back over your shoulder and saying, who's talking about me? Who's bringing these swords to me? So yeah, I think that's what that's about. But you're closed off to all that now. You're closed off to all that. And you're closed off to anyone who treats you like that. I'm seeing that here too. And I know that sounds a little bit harsh, but yeah, the only way you'll get that space inside you to let the sun in and all that positivity, it's by shutting out all of that negative. So if you're doing that, if you're closing yourself off from certain people, you're absolutely doing the right thing. You're really doing the right thing here. So right, so the first card you've got for your present is this beautiful sun here, and it's right under this beautiful yellow flower. So I think it is the flowers that's making me see all the gold here, maybe, but that's what I'm getting. So absolutely beautiful. And there's a really beautiful sequence all the way down in the middle. So yeah, amazing sequence. So with these changes, I'm getting all these beautiful changes inside you that have happened already. And you've got this beautiful shield there. Oh, that's thunder. So you've got this beautiful shield there. And because I keep on looking at this magician, my eye keeps on going down to the magician, it actually feels like magical changes. So you're going to have all these really positive changes around you. And it's actually going to feel, I'm actually getting this, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening and that's happening and all these things are happening. It feels literally magical. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, I just want to show you something in the sun card before I go on, because yeah, this beautiful change I'm getting inside you. Again, all these positive things that are happening on the outside or that are coming in for you, they're coming in because of that change that's on the inside of you. That value that you're giving to yourself, that all of that you're giving to yourself, that's starting to radiate out onto the outside. And because of that, a lot of positivity is coming back into you, which is what happens. That's exactly what happens. It's almost like you've got a mirror and you're holding up to the sun and it's reflecting back onto you. That's what I'm seeing in the sun card. And if you look at these sunflowers as well on this card, usually, sunflowers, when they grow, they face the sun. But if you look at this card, they're not facing the sun. They're facing you. They're facing you because of what's inside you. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. This is the most beautiful read. So yeah, all these things here, I'm seeing all these things here with this whole sequence down the middle. So what I'm getting here, firstly, with this Ten of Pentacles here, it's a money flow. This is, you've got a money flow coming into you. I'm seeing that really clearly here. It feels unexpected, actually. It's almost like, oh, magical. This is amazing. Now, it's not a massive amount of money. I wish I could say it was. I wish I could say, oh, you're winning the lottery, but I'm not seeing that. It's a small amount, so it's not a huge amount. But what I'm getting is it feels like everything's kind of lining up and kind of slotting into place for you. So if you've had some kind of expense come up, or if you've had an extra expense come up and you thought, oh, you know, this, I've had to pay for this extra bill, or this thing that's come out of nowhere, there's an amount of money that's going to come in, and it's going to cover that for you. Because I'm getting this being covered. It's like it's going to cover an expense. Yeah, covered. It's the expense is covered. And if you look at this card, these people are covered in coins. So the money's going to cover you. You know, it's going to cover that expense for you. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's all supposed to happen because you've got this Sun card. Yeah, it just feels so easy. It feels so easy. And again, if you look at this Ten of Pentacles, again, with this money coming in, I'm just seeing this as well. It looks like it's floating around in the air, all this money here, and it's about to fall into the right place for you. So it's slotting into the right place. So where you've lost some money, an amount is going to come in to cover that amount you've lost. Yeah, it's just effortless. Lots of things are going to feel like that to you. Little things falling into place for you, lots and lots of things. And then that's going to give you more positivity. So it's really going to snowball. It's really amazing. Okay, yeah, there's someone around you. Now, okay, so there's a love connection here. Yeah, I keep on looking at this Magician. I can't help it, but I'm looking down at that again. So the Magician's obviously all about manifesting. So someone wants to manifest, you know, a relationship or something with you, a connection with you. Now, they're a little bit quiet right now. They're not saying very much. They're keeping to themselves. You know, so sometimes the Magician can be a little bit like that. He can be a little bit secretive, but he's very powerful. His mind's very powerful. So when they're ready, they'll let you know, and it'll be at the right time for them. It's not the right time now. I'm getting that. It's not the right time for me now. I want them. I'm being quiet. So you might be a little bit frustrated. You might know who this is. You might feel like, why are they not coming forward? Why are they a bit quiet? Yeah, they're waiting for the right time. I'm just looking at these tools in front of the Magician. I'll lift that up so you can see everything. So there are all these tools in front of the Magician, and they're all kind of lined up in order. They're all in the right order. So, you know, it might be that, you know, they're waiting for things to line up in their life. They might be feeling a little bit scattered. Things aren't quite sorted in their life properly. And again, with that Five of Wands up there, it's a great big mess. So maybe their life feels a little bit like that to them, and they're wanting to get things in order before they come forward to you. But once everything's in order, they'll absolutely come up and they'll come forward and they'll talk to you. They're quite bold. They're quite bold. They're quite determined. They're quite forceful, because they're coming up as the Magician. And also you've got the Chariot here, which is very bold, forceful, determined. So when they're ready, and also, you know, you've got the Eight of Wands down there, pure action. So once they're ready, they're going to be very quiet, not say very much. Once everything's in the right order for them, or they feel that way, then they're going to quickly come in. And you'll know that they're not going to mess around. They're not going to mess around. They're going to come in and talk to you. Yeah, I think you might already know who this is. You already know who this is, because I'm getting this frustration from you. It's like, why are they so quiet? I really like this person, but they're not coming forward. So there's that. And the other thing is, there's no Ace of Cups here. And the Ace of Cups is all about, usually it's all about new love. So it's not a new person. It might be new love, but it's not a new person to you. It's someone you already know, I think. And yeah, I think, I actually think, even though you're frustrated now, I actually think when they do finally come in and approach you, it might take you back a bit, actually. You might be taken aback, because, you know, you're like, oh, I'm waiting for them to come forward. They're very quiet. Where are they? What are they saying? Okay, forget that. I'm just going to not think about that because I can't wait anymore. And then you'll think about something else. And this happens so often in love. You know, you turn your back or you concentrate on other things, and then they suddenly come in. So I think that's what's going to happen. And you're going to be like, oh, this is a shock, I'm not ready for this, you know, and you can see that in the Eight of Swords. It's like action really coming in really quickly. But yeah, what I can see around this person is they're a good person. And yeah, they're not messing around, that they want a solid future with you, because that's what the Ten of Pentacles talks about, a solid future, building up a future, building up a family eventually. So they want something very solid with you. But I think, you know, the first thing is you're not going to be ready when they come in. You'll be a bit shocked. I'm getting that. But also I think because of what's happened to you in the past, them being a bit quiet and them kind of holding back, it feels a little bit safe to you right now, even though you're thinking, oh, I want them to come forward, I want them to talk to me. There's a part of you that feels like, actually, I feel a bit safe being apart from them because of what's happened to me in my past. I've been through this horrible past, and I feel a bit safe knowing that they're kind of separate and there's the opportunity there, but they're not quite coming forward yet. So, you know, it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to let myself fall again. Because for you, once you fall, you really, really fall. And I think to you right now, with everything you've been through, this is if you're single, obviously, falling in love might literally feel like falling to you, out of control, you know, like that. But I think by the time they come around to you, yeah, it's going to be a shock. It's going to be, oh, okay, I'd forgotten about this, or I wasn't thinking about this. I didn't think this would ever happen. It's going to be a bit like that. But you'll be feeling a lot more ready for this when it does come. So, you know, take this at your own pace when they do come in. Take your time, listen to yourself, listen to your body, listen to your instincts, and remember, there's nothing to fear here. You've got that shield inside you now. You know who you are, you're strong, you're protected, you know you're valuable. But yeah, this is the most amazing middle section, and the whole thing looks amazing, really. Yeah, this inside change, all these positive things coming from that on the outside, and that's what manifestation is. It's your thoughts, your feelings, the way you value yourself, the way you see yourself. Things happen on the outside depending on how you're feeling on the inside, and it's all starting to happen for you now. Yeah, this is a stunning reading, stunning reading. Okay, so yeah, the first card you've got for your future is this Page of Wands here. Okay, there's something here you might want to prepare for, I think. Yeah, I'm getting this here again. So okay, so when this person comes in, they're definitely coming in because it's everywhere here. And the pages are messages. So they're going to approach you first. They're going to come in first. You're not going to have to approach them. They'll come into you. That they will they'll send a message to you, I think. And what's really standing out to me here is there's passion here. There's passion on their mind. So there's going to be passion on their mind right away. You know, if you look at this page, it's got a feather in his hat, passion, and right next to this in the Sun card, you've got this big red banner. That can be passion as well. Freedom, passion. So they want to give you that free passion right away. Very, very passionate at the beginning. And I think for you, obviously passion's an amazing, fantastic thing to have in a relationship. We all want that in a relationship. But I think, again, in the beginning, I'm getting a little bit of, oh, this is a little bit much. This is a lot. That's what I'm getting. This is a lot. So yeah, it might feel a little bit too much for you in the beginning. Yeah, I just want to show you this. I just want to show you this. So passion, again, passion with this red feather in his hat, passion with this banner. The Magician is passion. The red shoes on the Seven of Swords, that's passion. So they're running towards you with passion. Don't be frightened. Don't be frightened. Again, take your time. But I'm just seeing that everywhere. I just wanted to show you that. The other thing I'm getting here is, the other thing that might scare you a bit with this is, it feels like you've had a few experiences where you've had lots of passion in the beginning, and you've had lots of passion with someone, but you haven't had the stability that comes with it. But what I want to tell you is, you've got both here. You've got passion,